All right, everybody. I think stream 2 is up and live. I am so sorry. We are just going to be waiting until people get into the chat and comments, and I am such an idiot. It was 100% my bad what I did. Oh my God, such an idiot. 1 second. Things are going to get back up and running. I promise. It's just going to take some time. I apologize. We are going to get everything back up and running. I swear. This was totally my mistake. I exited the stream instead of clicking like leave broadcast, I clicked end broadcast. And so it shut the stream down because I am an idiot. I'm going to text. I know Zara's phone is off. So, and I'm in the 2 broadcast studios at once. Shit, this is annoying. Hey guys, can you hear me? I'm in the other okay. I put a part 2. I'm such an idiot. I put a part 2 link in the private chat. When I tried to exit, I accidentally clicked end broadcast. And so the stream is down, but the link to the other one is in the private chat here. So if you want to go over to that one, I'm such an idiot. Oh, I'm such an idiot. Anyway, I'll wait till you guys get here. We'll jump over. Okay. I figured we'll wait until Zara. I know we're in the middle of a sprint, but we'll wait until the 15 minutes on your phone goes off, and then we can start the sprint again. But yeah, if you guys want to jump over to the other stream, it's linked in the private chat here. It was like, I clicked return to dashboard. Oh, shit. Are you here? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So
I'm in both.
We're live. I'm in both too. But what I did was at the top, there's a thing that says end broadcast. Instead of just like clicking out for some reason, I clicked end broadcast like an idiot. That's what I did. Instead of like an idiot, I was just like, okay, we're shutting this down. And instead of just clicking the X, like you can end broadcast and then you can leave the broadcast studio without ending the broadcast. But stupid freaking me clicked end broadcast like an idiot. So that's what happened.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's definitely not my finest technological moment, but I'm going to go to the sprint right now and then link this sprint in the old sprint because, again, I'm an idiot. So, yeah.
My brain hurts.
I just I've done it before too, where like my computer's frozen and I've shut down, but this time I just was so stupid and clicked the wrong piece. 1 second. I'm going to post in the comment. Link to part 2.
It's okay. I almost said something and I was like, I really don't want to get a song stuck in my head, much less anyone else's. So,
all right, here we go. Okay, I think we're good. I think part 2 is open.
Yeah, I see us.
I'm going to close out of the first one. I'm not sure. I hope we didn't lose Maya. I might go on Discord and try and say, like, tell Maya that we're here. Okay. Wait, which one is the live one now? I'm so confused.
You want me to text you?
Oh, wait, this one's the live one. We're good.
Yeah.
We're good. Okay. I am such an idiot. I can't believe I did that. I mean, I can believe I did that. That seems very typical of me. So. Okay. Lots of people are making their way over now. I hope everybody appreciates the title of the part 2 because it was entirely my fault. Everyone's like, it's fine. We survived. Okay.
Maya doesn't see the link.
Okay, I sent it in the first one. Maya, I'll send it to you on the Discord. Oh my God, guys, I'm so sorry.
Mistakes happen.
Yeah, we're all human. For example, I'm now having to totally move my setup because I'm boiling. And I'm like on my bed under like some covers and stuff. So I'm fully just going to have to shuffle. But do you know what? I think it might work out for the best.
If it makes you feel any better, Brooke and all of her live stream, she'll like take her laptop to the kitchen with her, and so we all go on a little field trip during hers. So seeing you won't be too bad.
Yeah,
okay,
no,
I feel all right.
We love field trips. It's like MTV Cribs. You have to give us a tour of your house, though. Okay.
Don't know about that one.
My dog may make an appearance later if she starts scratching at my door. We'll see.
Okay, I just sent Maya the link. Anybody? I just.
Okay.
Anyway, sorry, everybody.
Keep Face Baby asked if everything was all right. There was a technical mishap, but we're fine. We're back.
Hi, sorry, Maya. Technical mishap. When I said, I was like, don't worry, everyone. I've done this before, like an idiot. I have done it before, but then I ended up clicking the end broadcast button, just like on instinct. Like instead of closing out of the stream, I clicked end broadcast, and then I was like,
I saw you say that in the live comments, and I was like, oh, I'll just leave the broadcast and wait till she sends me the link. Then, because I left it, I didn't get you the link when you sent it to everyone else.
Yeah.
So anyways.
Oh, of course.
Yet here we are, guys. What would be, anyway, is it still 15 minutes?
There are 50 seconds left.
Okay, guys, there's 50 seconds left in the first sprint.
I posted in the comments of your first sprint the link to this one, so hopefully people will see it.
Perfect.
Amazing.
Oh, Keep Faith's asking what happened to the sprint. Did it end? I went to get cherries, and no, I ended it by accident. Totally by accident. It was just like an instinct. Like, I was like, okay, I'm closing all my windows. And normally when I close a StreamYard, I click end broadcast. And so stupid me, just like my finger went and clicked end broadcast because I had to shut down and restart my computer because I don't know if this ever happens to you, but my Chrome was like glitching and it was like flashing. And anyway, I ended the stream by accident. Also, Phil's home. Hi, Phil.
Hi, Phil.
Hi.
He says, hi, book people.
Accurate description, I guess.
Yeah.
Sprint ended.
So yeah, that was my accidentally shutting down the first part of the stream. I feel bad, like not everybody's made their way over because I am an idiot.
Well, eventually it'll be like, is the sprint over? They'll go and check and then they'll see it.
Okay. Yeah, I hope so. I'm also going to try and change this thumbnail real quick because I don't know if I can do that while we're live, but we're going to see if that is possible.
Oh, you see the stream ending abruptly again? Oops.
Oh my God, I know, right? Oh, I'm so dumb. So
you want me to send you a picture of me, Keelan? Because I noticed on the last one you used my logo, which is fine, but I have a photo that I can.
I just used everybody's YouTube pictures, but I can totally send you that. But I'm just going to literally use the thumbnail that I created for the last one.
Okay, that's fine. I don't care.
I'm not sure if they're going to let me upload a thumbnail while the stream is going, but we're going to try it. Everybody, this is what happens in Spiller.
Don't click end stream.
I know, right? I'm clicking save. Hopefully that doesn't. If I accidentally end the stream again, I think that just means it's destiny and I'm not meant to be streaming.
Everyone take this time to count how many words you hand wrote if you were doing the quill.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot.
Count each word individually.
As soon as you saw. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, nothing. I was just going to say the thumbnail is updated. You might not see the thumbnail updated on the stream, but it is updated. It will refresh eventually. So the stream is there. Spill or Quill, the first round, like an idiot, like the idiot I am, seems to be like it's processing right now. So the video, I can't link. Anyway, but now that we're here, how did everybody's quill go? Because the quill is over now, right?
Yeah.
So how did the quill go? Did anybody actually do the quill, or was everybody just distracted by my technical difficulties?
I did the quill, and I'm still counting. So,
I got 146.
Handwritten?
Absolutely.
Oh, that's awesome. How'd it go? Did you find any difference between like typing and handwritten?
Yeah, I'm slower.
Okay.
No, kind of. I don't know. I feel like I was more. I don't know what words I want. I get a planner, I guess. I don't know. When I type, I basically just start typing and sort of mentally zone out and just let my fingers carry on going. And then at some point, I'll zone back in and go, "Oh, I've been writing," and then I'll figure out what I was writing. Whereas with this, I was like fully aware the whole time. So I don't really know which is more beneficial for my mental state, but we'll go with it.
I got 106 words. Sorry, Maya.
Handwritten.
Yeah.
I got 0 words because I saw that it ended, and then I spent the rest of the sprint trying to figure out how to get back on. So that was my sprint.
That's fine. I think we'll allow that.
I also got 0 words because I was the technical difficulty. It wasn't the fact that my computer was crashing, guys. It was me. I was the technical difficulty. Anyway, it happens. It's all good. Okay, so everybody, now that we're kind of back in business, who wants to spill and who wants to quill next time?
I'm gonna spill next time.
Okay.
Quill again.
I'm going to spill again.
I think I'm going to quill this time around. So let's just wait a couple minutes in the comments to see folks whether they choose spill or quill. Okay. Also, let's see who made it to this round after my horrible technical difficulties. All right. Hello, everybody. Everybody is back. Oh, Maya, that's just you trying to log back in. Welcome back, everybody. We are so happy to have you here, and it's fine. We survived. We did that. We did. I love that phone case. So I'm not sure who that's referring to, but I bet some people have some nice phone cases. I hear you. Hudson finished all the King's Traders. Yay. Oh, that's so exciting. I'm so glad you liked it. Yes, sorry, Maya. I apologize. Hey, everything all right? It is now that the second stream is back up and live, but you know, guys, mistakes like this are what keeps life exciting. I'm so sorry. I'm such an idiot. I swear to God, it was just instinct. Like, instead of clicking the X, I clicked end broadcast, and I was like, frick. Yes, Adventures to the Fridge. We love Adventures to the Fridge. What happened to the sprint, by the way? Did it end? I went to get cherries. It ended because I'm an idiot. Don't beat yourself up. This is still great. Please don't kill. Just please don't kill the streaming. I will try not to. My internet's still working now, so it's all good. I did the quill. Alley Cat did the quill. Oh, Alley Cat, how did it go? Let us know. Too distracted. 261 words. Didn't do the quill, but might try it this time, by the way. I am going to handwrite the quills. Oh, cool. All of them? That's awesome.
I was thinking of doing that as well. As I started this one, I thought I might just carry on and just see how it goes.
Yeah. Okay. See, this is why this is what the quills are for, to like get people in that. Kalila got 278 words, which is awesome. Josie is here. Alley Cat got 84, handwritten. Okay, spill. All right, here we go. Oh, yeah, it's just like a plain little case. I just noticed I'm getting some text from Sarah. All right, okay. Everybody is choosing spill or quill. And so for the spill, I forget what I chose. I chose quill, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you did.
We both did, and then Maya and
I'm just seeing if there's
shit. I'm looking at your username, and it's like I have too many things open.
Okay.
To be honest, I pretty much respond to anything. So if anything pops to mind, I'll probably go with it.
There were 2 initials and a K. I told you I was off on names at the start of this thing. RP.
Okay.
RP is also doing the spell. Maya and RP are doing the spell.
We've done a few of these in previous, or like sometimes versions of these. So I'm going to go with this one. And that is, what is your biggest fear as an author? What is your biggest fear as an author? So that is the spill.
Oh.
Oh, and sorry, Josie's asking, how do we play Spill or Quill? I didn't realize, I guess I just thought that everybody would have been on the previous stream, but that's, people might have gotten notifications for this new one. Spill or Quill is essentially like a writing truth or dare. So either at the beginning of a sprint, you'll either pick Spill or Quill. And if you pick Spill, that means you have to spill a writing secret, but then you can write whatever you want for that sprint. And if you pick Quill, that means you have to use the sprint to do the Quill, which is a dare.
I don't really know what I want to answer for this one.
Yeah, it's a hard one.
I know. Wait, what was it again? I said I know, but I'm like, wait, I forget what it was.
What's your biggest fear as a writer?
What is your biggest fear as a writer?
I guess if I had to say mine, it'd be that my books are not taken how I want them to be taken. Because like all my books, I try to have like an empowering message to them. And like my biggest fear would be that it comes out and I have like the best intentions and I think it's really positive and then somehow people take it really negatively. I think that would be my biggest fear. Because then it would do the opposite of what I wanted it to do, if that makes any sense.
Yeah. No, for sure.
I think mine might be the opposite of yours in a way. Because pretty much everything I write always ends up being like metaphorical for something. And although part of me is always like secretly proud of how like well I've hidden these metaphors, the other part of me is like, I really hope no one figures out what these metaphors are. So I might go with that. Yeah, I'm going with that.
Ones. I see some of the comments rolling in. Here we go. Let's see what other folks are saying. Hudson's obsessed with the phone case, Maya. Oh yeah, it's great. I love it.
Sparkles. I just changed it because my old one was getting so gross, but I love the colors. So.
It's awesome.
Is it one of those ones where like as you squish it, it moves around?
Yeah.
Oh, I've never had one of those. That's so cool.
Yeah.
I would spend hours with that.
And it was like the cheapest one on Amazon too, so like bonus.
Nice.
All right. Liv says it's good that you don't plan on doing this to us intentionally during the rest of the stream. Yeah, I know, right? Imagine I just start like cutting off streams halfway through. Be great. Really, really good look.
Keeps people on their toes.
I know. I think writing with pencil and paper was easier because I wasn't as distracted. Interesting. Okay.
That's fair.
Biggest fear, not being able to finish any of my stories before I die. Alley Cat, I'm sure you'll be able to. I have full confidence. But yeah, I could see why that's a fear for sure. Biggest fear, letting procrastination take over my life and not being able to get anything done in my life. Ooh, that's an intense one.
That's a good one too. Yeah.
As a procrastinator, that resonates with me for sure. My fear is never actually getting published since I hope to be traditionally published. Yep, I feel like a lot of folks who are hoping to be traditionally published might share that as well. I don't know. Are you guys like hoping for traditional or self or?
I originally self-published and then absolutely regretted and hated it. So I unself-published and the next thing I do, I'm going to try and do traditional.
Nice.
I want to be a hybrid author, so a bit of both.
Same. Yeah. I also would love to be a hybrid author. All right.
Doggo.
Oh.
The stream instantly gets paused. I'm sorry, the comments can wait. Hi, dog.
Oh, he was waiting outside my door.
Oh, so cute. No, keep the dog.
She took. Sorry. My writer friend saying you have to stay.
Oh my God, so cute. No, it's okay. We don't have to keep the dog, but so cute. I just want to like.
I love the dog.
Okay. Have you gotten to the Quill yet, or
not yet? No.
Okay, cool.
Spill, realizing I've been a shit writer all along. I feel like imposter syndrome, like a lot of people kind of share that. Highly doubt you are though. My biggest fear as an author is just, I guess, not being read at all. Like I can deal with not being famous, but for no one to read my work, I write it to be read for someone. Yep. Eva, you were not late. It was Me accidentally shutting down the stream. Page 23 of 24, though. Is that the handwriting, maybe? Oh my God, people are freaking out over the dog. Love it. That's hard, honestly. Probably having like 1-star average reviews or people not liking my stories. Yeah. Oh, that's just me again saying I accidentally crashed the stream. Spill to not ever be brave enough to even attempt to publish. Michelle, I'm sure you'll be brave enough. Don't you worry. I'm doing the Quill, but my fear is people not buying my books. I have 27 pages left to edit. Dear God, I'm so close. Oh, Shanice, that's awesome. That's so exciting.
Is it your first draft or your second draft? I'm curious.
I think it's like, well, I'll let Shanice share, but like I think after this, it's like ready to, it's like basically done.
That's exciting.
Yeah. Biggest fear would be regretting putting something in my book after it's published. Interesting.
Kind of like me in a way.
Yeah, yeah. Like others said, spending so much of your life and energy for work that nobody reads or cares about. Yeah, that seems to be a fear that resonates. My biggest fear as a writer is of vanity. Okay. My biggest fear, not getting the recognition and readership my story deserves. Yeah, I feel like that's the fear that like sounds like it's a lot of people share. I want to hybrid publish. I 100% want to be traditionally published, but there are some pieces I only plan to self-publish. Yes.
Yeah, I can get that.
Yeah. I have written many books and haven't fully finished yet since it's taking a bit. We'll see what happens, and I want to publish one of these days. Oh, I'm sure you will. How do you unpublish? Oh, RP, you were talking about that. So I don't know.
Oh, it's actually nowhere near as complicated as I think I made it sound. Essentially, I was on Amazon KDP, and then I just took the book off Amazon KDP, so it's like no longer available to be bought. Which now I've realized. In my head, I was like, oh, that means it's gone. But then in my head, I realized, oh wait, some people actually purchased it, which means that there's people out there with a book that can no longer be purchased. And I'm like in a weird state of, I'm like, does that make it limited edition?
That happened to me because my first trilogy, the first book of what's now available used to be its own trilogy. And then I had put up the first book of that. So I took that down, wrote the whole trilogy as a book, and then wrote 2 extra books.
Love that. But yeah, it was a really weird sitch. So.
I feel like I don't want to say it's common unpublishing books and self-publishing, but like you can do it. KDP makes it fairly easy. Like the button's right there. Someone actually, I don't know if anybody's seen my most recent blog, but KDP is not sending.
It's not in the good books.
No, not in my good books. But somebody was like, well, why don't you just like publish it, not tell anybody, order a proof copy, and then immediately take it down? And I was like, I didn't even think of that. That is so smart. And I'm like, I have to look into logistics because I feel like there's something about unpublishing and republishing. But I was like,
there's just a little bit of a delay in taking it down and a little bit of a delay putting it back up.
But I mean, if people follow you on Amazon, they'll be notified as soon as you put it up. So they'll get an email as soon as you put it up. And then if they're quick, they'll be able to buy it.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter.
It would have to be like a really, really... It would have to be like a really, really close to done, like basically almost done, just checking formatting copy so that nobody like gets a bad book.
Yeah. And the thing with the author copies as well is they're so much slower. Like,
I know.
If you put it up on KDP, you can buy it and you can have like Amazon Prime it and get it next day. But if you're the actual author, 4 weeks, that's fine.
I know. It's crazy.
There have been times where I've just told my mom, I'm like, just buy it through your account because this is going to take me forever.
Yeah. It takes a long time. And then it also, like, at least for me, like the shipping, it costs more. It costs the same and or more. So it's not worth it.
Yeah.
Okay. I have the Quill. How long do we want to go for the sprint? I guess I'll ask, why don't we choose this time? How long do we want to sprint for?
Responsibility.
Do we do a 20?
I was gonna say 20. Just like
Let's
a
go with
little
that.
bit longer than last time.
20? Okay. Well, and last time, I don't know, it wasn't a sprint for many people because I just
Yeah.
everybody. Okay, 20 minutes.
I'm gonna let me create a forest room for anyone who wants to.
Oh wait, guys, also before I forget doing this.
Your plant?
No. I'm gonna get everybody to say hi to the vlog. Because I'm vlogging today. Yes, I want to trust my computer. Oops. And then you better bet that my disaster is going to be a feature.
Yeah, I would expect it.
Everybody say hi.
Hi.
Oh, I'm gonna go to the comments to see if people say hi in the comments. It might take a while for people to say hi to the vlog, but like everybody, this is great. And I fucked up the stream. So basically that's it. Okay, everybody's saying hi vlog. That's so cute. I love when people do this and have it in their videos. Hi everyone, hi vlog. This is great. Woo.
The last vlog before 1K subs.
Yeah, I
There's a
saw
comment.
that too.
Oh, maybe, hopefully. It's so nice to have everybody here. And so
If everyone
nice
can just like keep hitting share, how cool would it be if we can get to 1K during the stream?
It'd be
Like,
great.
Oh
Been
yeah.
out there, just been out there. Everyone hit
If
share.
we get to 1,000 subscribers during the stream, I will take I will go and take a shot of.
I knew you were gonna say that. Why is Author Tube all about drinking alcohol? I'm for
Yeah.
it. But
Why is it all about drinking alcohol? I definitely haven't been having coffee with this sitting next to it.
Yeah, if we get to 1,000 subscribers during the stream, I have no idea how we would do that. I don't normally get that many. Like, I maybe get like 5-ish subscribers a day, but if we get to 10,000 subscribers during this stream, I will go and take a shot of. I'll bring some options, and then you guys can choose
There we
what
go.
to take a shot of.
Or
And
you
maybe
take a dirty shot.
Yeah.
Bring the options and we'll give you a dirty.
no, she might end the stream again if she takes a dirty shot.
What is a dirty shot?
A dirty shot is basically where you put a load of drinks together that basically shouldn't be together. It's a cocktail that you cocked up. So
So it's like a long.
It would be a
Island
perfect
iced tea?
dare in a real truth or dare thing.
Okay.
It's like the bad version of like jungle juice at a party.
I don't want to encourage drinking, but like I think I already have. So
have you ever played Ring of Fire?
yeah.
Oh, Ring of Fire.
Ring of Fire. Ring of Fire is like the ultimate dirty shot. And in my uni flat, we've got into this really bad habit because I was in a flat of 12.
Ooh,
and so
that's a
we
lot of
didn't
people.
have like a glass in the middle. We had one of those like party serving bowls that you normally buy for Halloween sweets.
Yeah.
And so as we're playing Ring of Fire, and whenever I want to say it's like the king gets pulled and you pour a bit of your drink in, we were literally pouring like entire drinks into this bowl. And by the end of
Living
it,
on
you
the
had
edge
to
there,
down the
RP.
bowl. Like it was
You
something.
guys call it Ring of Fire? What do we call it? I forget what we call it. Kings? I think we call it Kings.
But there was a
Oh.
post I saw on Tumblr forever ago, and you have a circle and you have two shots that look alike, but they're different tastes. And it's kind of like I'm blanking, like the jelly beans that where like they look the same and one's a good one and one's a bad one. And it's like Russian roulette, and you don't know whether you're gonna get a good shot or a bad shot.
You see, I
But
don't
there are
drink.
multiple ones.
Incredible. I'm gonna have to try that out.
I don't drink, so I have no idea what you guys are talking about. I'm just like, yeah, sure, but like I
They're
have never drank alcohol.
they're drinking games that are more punitive than fun. It's like it's more to be like, oh, watch your friends like get.
Yeah, it is more
messed
punitive
up.
than fun. I love that. Okay, but yeah, we'll do that if we get to 1,000 subscribers during the stream. Anyway,
Before asking what the quill is.
yes, we are going to get to the quill. I'm going to jump through the comments. So everybody knows the quill.
Yeah.
And I feel like you should share this in the chat. Let me just preface it by saying that. I feel like you should share this in the chat. But it's rewrite the opening line of your work in progress.
Oh,
So you don't
I
have to
just did that last week because Sage critiqued my first page and then I rewrote it after she critiqued it.
I got the idea from Sage's channel. For anybody who doesn't know, Sage was actually going to join us on the stream today. And Sage's channel is linked below. But yeah, they do a podcast where they critique the first line, first sentence.
Well, it can be first line, first paragraph, first page.
Of a book.
Yeah, she's open to any of those options.
Anyway, it's great. You should go check out her channel and rewrite the opening line of your work in progress. So you don't have to use this new line, but it's just like take your work in progress, we rework it, and then I think everybody should share in the chat. I'm going to go and rework the first line and share it in the chat. And yeah, I thought that was going to be super fun. Anyway, I'm going to really quickly catch up on comments. I think I just want to self-publish for now. Can't afford traditional for now. But traditional should be free, Keep Faith. If anybody's trying to charge you to traditionally publish,
It's a scam.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
it's a scam. Traditional should be free.
The only thing that's paid is that maybe some places only accept like paper manuscripts, in which case you'd have to pay for shipping.
True.
Yeah.
Everybody's saying hi to the dog. Oh, wow, guys, I'm really behind on comments.
Yeah.
Or finding a typo once published for fear. I think with self-publishing, that's a lot less. Well, it's still.
That happened to me and then I fixed it. Like,
But with
it sucks.
self-publishing, you can fix it. Yeah.
But there are like traditionally published books that I've read and like I might not catch it as a reader the first time, but then like I go back and reread the book and I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
it's there.
I found an issue in Neil Gaiman's American Gods. So if he's publishing issues,
Yeah.
y'all can switch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have the first Harry Potter book with the wand error where it says one wand at the top of the Hogwarts list and then one wand at the bottom. I think like only.
What?
Yeah, I can show it to you guys. It's
Someone got me a first edition of The Sorcerer's Stone and I like actually didn't open it. Like I got it and then it came in this like fancy ass like archive paper and I was like, I don't want to touch it.
Yeah. Yeah, we
Now I have to check.
one of the original like print runs of Harry Potter in the Philosopher's Stone though, because Canada, UK.
I know.
So-
As you said, sorcerers. I was literally thinking, I'm sure it's philosophers, but
Yeah.
I don't
No.
know anything.
The thing is that I believe that it's sorcerers, but I don't have it first edition of the Philosopher's Stone. Like it's literally the Sorcerer's Stone.
Okay.
And that's the only reason I call it
Have
that.
sorcerers.
Maybe it's only a misprint in the Philosophers. I'll go find it during the sprint, and I know. I mean, JK. Anyway, but I'll find it, and you can see that even the first Harry Potter book has a typo. Okay, Shanice, it's line edits. Oh, this is where Shanice is at in editing. So spelling, punctuation, grammar, making sure names are consistent. It took about 2 weeks. Starting querying next week. Great. That's so exciting. So exciting. Alley Cat wants to be a hybrid author too, since I write different genres in poetry. Also want to be traditionally published, by try and self-publish too. We'll see. All right, this is where everybody's just saying hi, vlog. Thanks, everybody. Okay, so I said the quill. I'll repeat the quill. It's to rewrite the first line of your work in progress. And I mean, you don't have to share it, but it'd be kind of fun to have all of those. Anyway, Shanice has to go in 30 minutes. So maybe we can get to the last, or not the last sprint, but this next sprint.
Yeah.
As soon as Keelan gets to 1K subs, Zara has to make an AuthorTube channel. Yes.
I said that maybe I will, and if I do, I'll get to use the camera my grandma bought me years ago because it's sitting in my closet and I need to use it.
I started this AuthorTube channel because I thought it would help building my author platform. And like, sure, it does do that. But like most of my readers don't come from AuthorTube. Like, I think I've said that multiple times on these streams. Like, that's just what I found. But I ended up realizing like, I really just love YouTube. Like,
Yeah.
It's great.
And should I read out the code for the forest?
Yes,
I don't know if many people want to do it, but just if anyone wants to. And if you're in the group, you cannot touch your phone during these 20 minutes or you kill the tree for everyone.
I had a question about that. My phone like auto locked.
No, that's fine.
Is that okay? Okay.
It's more just like don't get out of the app. And
Yeah,
like,
as
do
long as
something
you
else
don't
on
leave the app.
Yeah.
Cool. No dramas.
Okay.
No dramas.
So the code is 4PQYBGY.
I think we might need to repeat.
4PQYBGY. People are coming in.
Awesome.
And then also for people who want to do hybrid and people who don't hate Twitter like Keelan, which is totally fine if you hate Twitter, there are now the ability to follow lists. I got that as an update on Twitter, and a lot of literary agents have created lists of like publishing houses and other literary agents based on like what they want for like young adult or like middle grade or young adult, new adult, and all those things. So you can follow those, and then obviously there are like a million writer pitching events on Twitter.
Yeah.
Okay, let me know when to start, Keelan.
I think we are going to get started. Everybody's just kind of like jumping in. There's a few more comments. Alley Cat was saying they also don't drink alcohol. That's just you, Zara. Sherry's here. Hello, Sherry. Welcome. Yeah, I want to share my work. Just need to figure out when I have a poem that's ready to be published. Doing some reading. Going to start draft 2 of the horror fantasy book. Oh, yes. Sherry's book sounds so interesting. Keep faith. I hate Twitter. It's so topic. I don't know what that situation is.
Me neither.
I don't know what that situation is, but doxing's not cool. Oh yeah, I saw that on Twitter. I don't like Twitter. Yeah. Okay, cool. I love how people don't like Twitter. That is great. I know people like Twitter. So if you like Twitter, I get it. And it's great for writing and I get it. But yeah, anyway. Okay, so timer, 20 minutes. So everybody who is quilling, myself included, is we are rewriting the first line of our work in progresses. And then if you feel so inclined to share, I think we all should. Anyway.
When we share, are we sharing like the original version and the rewritten, or just the rewritten?
Ooh, great.
I think both.
Either.
Okay.
I might
I
share
like to see comparison of like before and after. I don't know. It's just me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So let's, if you're going to share, like try and do both. If you don't want to do both, that's fine. But like we can try.
Okay.
Okay. Whoa.
Don't end the stream.
All right, guys. This
Triggered.
Okay. I need to like focus for a moment. I did it. Okay. Without ending the stream. All right. Pens at the ready, everybody. We are going to get started in 3, 2, 1. Happy writing. All right, everybody, that is time. Sorry, the timer is really obnoxiously loud. I'm going to turn that off now. How did everybody do?
Page and a half.
Handwritten, nice.
Oh yeah. And I got that was the first bit. So ignore this side. Yeah, I did that and that.
RP, I actually have a question for you.
Sure.
So I went on my and Maya, I know you have to leave after this sprint, so just let us know if you gotta go.
I do have to get going, but I can tell you what I did. I got 560 words, so that's something.
Oh shit, that's a big one.
Wow.
Yeah. I was really in the zone. But yeah, I do have to get going. So thank you for having me on your live stream. I hope you guys get some more words in and be productive.
And not crash the stream.
That too. So yeah, have a great rest of the evening, everyone.
Thanks.
Thank you so much, everybody. Make sure to follow Maya. The link to Maya's channel is in the description box below.
Thanks. Bye.
But I think like if RP and Zara, if you're up for it, we can go for another one.
Yeah.
One. Okay, cool. Bye, Maya. So this is my question. Oh, that's a weird screen split. This is my question. First of all, I went to get my Harry Potter book just to show everybody. There's the first Harry Potter.
One. Oh.
And that apparently happened in like one of the very first printings. I think they printed like 10,000 and 10,000 in Canada. So anyway, even this book had like tons of errors in it. Again, let's just set aside the whole JK.
Which page is that?
Page 53.
Okay. I'm going to check my copy. I'm curious if I have the same error.
Also, though, look at my... Okay.
I now need to check.
This is the front page of the book.
Uh-huh.
Because I was a child and drew all over it.
Amazing.
Page 53. Okay, but RP, I had a question for you. Because I know dialogue can be done differently in the UK. And JK only uses single quote.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then, but I pulled out Priory the Orange Tree by Samantha Lennon, who I believe is also from the UK, and she does like the double quotations.
Yeah.
So which is it? Or is it can it be both?
So as an editor, I come across this like all the time with like loads of different people's works. The generic rule is meant to be that the UK standard publishing like law, if you like, is use single quotes for speech and use double as like reported speech. So so you do it that way around, but then America is the total flip end.
Yeah,
it's the other way around. And I've explained this to so many of my like English friends. They're like, no, it's always double. And I'm like, seriously, go pick up an English book and check it. And they all instantly go, oh, I'll check my Harry Potter, check it and go, oh yeah. And they suddenly realize, but it's because like the American crime novel, if you like, is so popular in the UK. That's pretty much what everyone reads. So everyone's got used to doubles. But the UK law, like not like law, obviously, but the UK rule is single. So I'm a big advocate for single. I've been in my handwriting that I've literally just been doing. All the speech I'm doing is all single.
Well, because that's what I thought it was for the UK. And then I was like, wait, I haven't really noticed that in many books though. So I went and picked up like this was the first one on my shelf that popped out to me, and this is by a UK author. And I was like, let me just check, and it's double in here. So I was like, wait, what's the rule? I'm so confused.
I have also noticed that for some reason what some publishers do is they'll publish the book in the UK with single and the book in America with double.
Yeah, that I've seen.
Just to like not jar people.
Yeah.
Because I've actually got some like 2 editions of a book, one that I bought in the UK and one that I bought online and was obviously shipped. So I've got the same book, but one with one rule and one with another. So that's really hard. Mine doesn't have the error, so I'm slightly jealous. I wanted the one with
Mine doesn't have the error, but that's because I bought, where's my camera? I bought this version because when I was reading the books for the first time, I was just getting them from the library. So like the original covers, well, not the like original one that from the UK, but the ones that like everyone knows, like those were at the library. And by the time I was gonna buy them as like those original covers, but then I saw this art and all of the spines create Hogwarts.
That's cool.
In this set, and I was just like, I want that. It's pretty.
Yeah, that's super cool.
But mine doesn't have the error either.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I just find it interesting because this, I mean, was obviously one of the biggest books in the world, and it's got it. So, all right. How did everybody do, Zara? I don't think we talked about your sprint. How did you do?
It's a little weird because my word count looks like it went down because I was editing stuff as I was rewriting the opening of my first chapter. But then I was adding stuff to another chapter. So I'm not really sure the number, but I rewrote the beginning. And I can read the old version and then the new version. The first line, it like went from a really long line to like a really short one.
But so did mine. You read yours and then I'll read mine. I put it in the comments too, though.
Okay, honey. Okay, so initially, and this was even after I had taken Sage's advice, which was sage advice. But it was the loud rumble woke her, but the flashes were what made her give up on sleeping. And now it's just Now it's just Verity woke suddenly as a loud rumble vibrated through her room.
Okay, switched it up.
Yeah.
I like it. Okay, I'm trying to get back to the comments where we were at. I think the first, I'm just going to jump to the first Quill. And so Keep Faith, Baby, it was an ordinary, it looks like it's fan fiction. Love fan fiction. It was an ordinary, boring day in the life of Renesmee Cullen, a young vampire human hybrid girl with big dreams that didn't matter in the tiny world she lived in. Ooh, interesting. And then rewrite, Renesmee Cullen, the vampire human hybrid of the Cullen Coven, didn't think that anything was going to happen that day in the tiny world she felt like she was stuck in for the rest of eternity. Oh, cool. Oh, I like how people are like working to read the rewrites and super fun. Okay. Oh, the motivational setting is here. Hello, welcome. So excited to have you here for your Spiller Quill. We are just spilling and quilling. This is mine. Mine was Apollyon hummed to himself as he drummed his fingers on the small wooden box that was set down beside his plate. And I literally just changed it to Apollyon drummed his fingers on the small wooden box. It's more succinct.
Sometimes I think though, just I feel like almost like less is more. Like sometimes in an edit, I'll find myself going, do you know what? This sentence is way too long. Let's just break it up, and I'll like cut half of it, and I end up pasting it like 4 lines later. So
the part about him humming, like I included in the next line. Like I was like, maybe just a short sentence because like I don't know, people will be wondering what's in the box. Like, yeah. Anyway,
what's in the box?
This is so fun. I love that people are sharing them. Okay. Frederick halted his horse with an abrupt tug after turning the shattered stone corner. It crushed remnants. It crushed remnants littering the ground. It's crushed remnants littering the ground. Sorry, I can't speak. Rewrite. Frederick abruptly tugged on the reins of his steed when he noticed an archer in his peripheral. Ooh, his horse's hooves dislodged the rocky ground. The remnants of the crushed stone corner. Ooh, I like it. I like both of those, actually. I am also just a sucker for like horses.
There are a lot of horses in Disney movies.
Yeah.
That's odd because the piece I was rewriting also has a horse in it. So
no way.
Ooh.
We're on like the same level there, Hudson.
Oh, Keep Faith has to go. It was so much fun having you here. Thank you so much for coming. God Distracted was looking at different dresses to make costumes for Halloween. Ooh,
what are you going to be for Halloween?
That is great. Okay. So I think now there's only a few comments left we have to catch up on. So does anybody want to spill or Quill for the next sprint? Let's just ask folks in the comments and then we'll catch up and then we can kind of all pick what we want to do. Loki may prefer the first though. I don't know what you guys think. Yeah, it's fun to have people around to like ask what folks think. So everybody feel free to look at the rewrites and let us know. Finish the chapter I had started today. Liv, that is amazing. Between the first 5 minute sprint and this one, 1,064 words. That's crazy.
I wish I could write that fast.
Also, again, I
Is that handwritten?
Pardon?
Is that handwritten as well?
Oh, I don't know. If that's handwritten, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, that was me when I was taking my laptop with me to go get this because I actually don't store my Harry Potter books in my room anymore because I ran out of space.
Yeah, I didn't even notice, but that's so funny.
I know it's because I loved the shelving unit that you had.
Yeah.
I'm quite a fan.
Thank you.
Double all day, finally something American I like with the quotations.
Singles. Singles is where it's at.
I think we're going to have like a singles versus doubles. Like,
it sounds like we're talking about tennis.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
We don't understand the context.
Okay, but the main thing I would say is if you think when you say something like sarcastically or like ironically, you always go, oh, allegedly, and you always do it in doubles because it's
like
reported.
we do that in America because you're like, oh, this is what you say.
No, well, no, because if anything, it's you're actually inferring like reported speech, aren't you? Because you're going, oh, allegedly, that's what I would do. And you're adding that into your speech. So America, you're actually following the English rules and pretending you're not.
I mean, that's not surprising. America does that a lot. I just wish that we would get off the imperial measurement system. It screws with everything.
Join the rest of the world.
I wish we would.
Do you know that I get so confused with it all because someone will say to me like, "Oh, it's about." Okay, this is obviously going to be wrong because I don't know, but they'll go, "Oh, I don't know. It's about." Oh, I was going to make like a guess, and then I realized it's going to sound dirty, and I don't mean it to. But I'm just talking about like if you measure something. Like, no, I was going to say like, "Oh, it's about 6 inches," and then I realized that sounds like we're talking about something else. I thought you were going to go. And then someone will go, "Oh, is that like 53 centimeters?" And you're like, that no, because that would be 4.5. And I just sit there like, can we just pick one?
Like the thing is that I obviously have friends in Canada, Keelan and Jesse, who's in the chat, and a bunch of people. But my roommate is from China, and I don't know why, but our first semester, she didn't like bring a coat, even though she knew she was coming to school in New York, which gets freaking cold in the winter. And she was checking the temperature, and she was like, "Oh my God, it's this!" And she read out a number, and I was like, "That's like what? No, like it's warmer than that." She's like, "No, Celsius." And I'm like, "See, I knew I should have expected that from you because you're from China, but like also." I wasn't expecting it, and it was such a
Fahrenheit's just way scary though, because you know where I am, I'm like, oh, it's so hot today. It's like 25 degrees.
Yeah, and for us, we're like in America,
160.
I know.
Yeah,
terrifying. Like, pick some smaller numbers.
Yeah,
but it gets the scariness across because it feels hot as hell when it's like above 100.
But it also like it just makes math so hard.
Oh no, I mean,
put everything in multiples of 1,000 and then we're good to go.
When so in my school we had to do biology, chemistry, physics, and then you could like pick advanced biology or sustainable engineering, which was basically physics but like more applicable. So I did that one with my physics teacher, and I was just like, I did this to myself, but there's not like another science I could pick that doesn't have more of that math.
Yeah. You have to, I don't know, metric system's easier.
It is, but like when you have to calculate temperatures, I'm just like, oh, because the problems would be sometimes
like conversion.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was just like, no, I give up, please.
All right. Shanice had to head out, has 10 pages left. Wait. I got 10 pages, have 17 pages left, and then Shanice will be querying, which is so exciting. Alley Cat is back. Adventures in Fantasy is doing spill again. Okay, we're into the spills and quills. Everybody, let us know whether you're going to spill or quill. Hudson says spill, but maybe quill depending on what it is. Is that cheating? I mean, a little bit, but like I cheat when I pick them. So like, I think we're just going to say that cheating is accepted in this game.
Yeah, I think it's livable.
Eva says, I use singles as air quotes in casual conversation. Oh, that's funny. Okay, so the spill. Let's go. Oh, tell us a book that you secretly like or dislike, that you're like scared to admit that you like or dislike. So I guess I didn't even pick. Oh shit, we didn't even pick, but I guess I'll do spill too.
Oh. I'll do spill. I might also do quill.
I'll do both.
Yeah.
Tell us a book that you were scared to admit that you like. For me, that would be probably 50 Shades of Grey. I'm not gonna lie. I know it's super problematic.
You liked it?
But I liked it. I liked it. Only the first one, though. I didn't like all the other ones.
I thought the second one was better than the first.
I don't even remember what
I
happened.
couldn't even finish the first. It's horrendous.
Okay, here's the thing about me is that if I'm reading something and it's has enough of I want to know what happens, I will read it even if it's the worst thing ever. Which I really kind of hate about myself because it's like I can see it and I'm like, I'm never getting that time back. But I also read books so quickly that it's never more than 3 hours on a book. So, yeah.
How do you read that quick?
What? Are you a fast reader?
I'm a fast reader.
Like one of the people that can read like 1 trillion words per minute?
I don't know. I've never measured it. I can read really fast. And I also have a weird retention of like stories that I've read years and years ago, but then there are certain ones that like
you do retain story just based on like our conversations. You do retain stories really well. Like sometimes you're like, "Do you remember this thing?" And I'm like, "No," and I watched it like yesterday.
My mom like reads really slowly with like fiction, but she's the one who taught me how to read fast, and I think I just applied it to fiction, not just homework.
I'm such a slow reader. Like it literally takes me weeks. But it's because I read how I speak. So like if I literally just pick up this book, I would literally read like, "Hey," the driver said when he saw Shadow, "You're getting off at Lakeside, right?" And that was 2 lines. Like that's my speed of reading. So I'm horrendous. This took me like ages.
What book is that? I don't think I saw it.
American Gods.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah.
And just while we're on the topic, I found my tweet because I couldn't find it in there because allegedly I didn't circle it. I don't know why not. But this is the error I found. There's not a space after the full stop.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be reading, and I don't know if it's always because I mostly read ebooks now, but like I'll be reading a thing and there's a paragraph break where there shouldn't be, or there isn't one where there should be. And I'm like, I know that's not like editing, like what I normally think of editing as, but I think it's like copy editing or proofreading. And I'm like, someone should have caught that because I feel like it falls under 2 categories of editing.
And just rewinding to like the spill and why I'm offended that you enjoy 50 Shades of Grey is like first off, okay, and this is like probably my answer to the spill. I really am not a Twilight fan at all. Like, I'm really sorry. I know I'm literally about to get slated in the chat, and I'm going to wait the 20 seconds to watch everyone try and kick me. But I really am not a Twilight fan at all. And so for 50 Shades of Grey to actually just be Twilight fanfic, where they change the names just to get it published, first off, that infuriates me. And second off, just the character. She's so irritating. Like, it is literally Christian walks in and she's like,
the guys are creepy stalkers in both. And you can all enjoy something, which I hate to say, but like my mom hated she couldn't get through the first book, but she loves Jamie Dornan in The Fall, where he's basically the same person. And when in the movie, when there's a joke about like, "Oh, you're the full serial killer," and he's like, "Not today," we're all like, "Ha ha ha," because he plays a serial killer in a British TV show.
I just like, and it's funny too because I really liked the first Twilight book. I didn't like any of the other Twilight books. Well, not that I didn't like them, but I really liked the
favorite. See, first books are not my favorite in a series, which is
I really liked I really liked the first Twilight book, and it's taken me years to admit that, but I really liked the first Twilight book. The rest of them were like, but maybe that's why I like 50 Shades. I'm not sure. I didn't read it for the longest time, and then my sister was like, no, just read it. And so I did, and I was like addicted, and I don't know what it is. And I know I didn't even really like any of the characters, but
I'm trying to think of like a book that I either didn't like or a book that I did that like, what is it that I am like secretly afraid of saying?
Tell us a book you are scared to admit you like or dislike. That's the easiest way to like. So Hudson says, I dislike the lies of Locke Lamora, even though everyone loves it. I kind of thought it was boring.
I'm literally currently reading that.
And how do you feel about it?
Yeah, what do you think?
I'm really liking it.
Okay, I'm still thinking.
But something I will put out there. I don't read a lot of like what I consider like fantasy. Really, like I read a lot of thrillers and crime novels and stuff. But I'm really trying to branch out because I'm fully aware that I've gotten into a habit of airport novels and airport thrillers, and I really need to get out of this habit. So I started reading Lies of Locke Lamora to like judge me out. So I don't know if I really like it because I don't know a lot about the genre. Or we'll see how that goes.
That's interesting. I've never heard the term airport thriller before.
Have you not? Oh, okay.
Like
airport thriller. It's essentially it's as much as I love it. As much as I love Dan Brown, it's Dan Brown.
Yeah.
You said it and I was like, I know exactly what that is because I can picture the bookstore at the airport.
Exactly.
Yeah. And you can see all the thrillers with like the big like Lee Childs like everywhere and
I feel like my answer would be like I didn't like The Hobbit, but I feel like a lot of other people agree with me on that. So I don't know if it's like an opinion I secretly hold. God.
I'll hop to the next one while we think. I don't even know. I don't pick up books unless I think I'm going to like them, and I don't do the whole guilty pleasure thing. Rain check while I think about it. Totally.
I think
I was bored by Starsight, although I love the first book, Skyward. I'm not ashamed, but a popular author I don't enjoy that others do, Nicholas Sparks.
I guess I would say that I think The Hunger Games was overrated. I liked it, don't get me wrong. And Divergent. Here's the thing. And this is kind of pulls in two things. I like the first book of the Divergent trilogy more than I like the first book of the Hunger Games. But I think the Hunger Games was a better trilogy than Divergent. And that last part's like the common opinion, but I think.
But let's be real, they're the same thing though.
Okay, here's the thing. One was values and one is like occupation, which is different enough, but they both do a similar thing at the end where they kill certain characters, and I'm like, one executed it well and the other just fucked it up.
That's so interesting because I really liked the first Hunger Games book, but the rest of it I was like, I don't know.
Catching Fire was my favorite book, favorite movie of those. I also think it was the best translation because Mockingjay Part 1 and 2, they butchered it the same way Twilight did 1 and 2. Like the only one, even Harry Potter, which I think is the best example of a 1 and a 2, is still like.
So you know what why I think I didn't like the Hunger Games? Well, it's not that I didn't like the Hunger Games. I really liked the first Hunger Games like a lot, but it wasn't the series. But I have a problem with, and this
Shaky
is sound. Pardon?
Shaky cam in the movie, and then they switched directors.
No, I have a problem with books that are the first one is entirely self-contained or appears to be self-contained. This is why traditional publishing might not be well suited to me, because if there's a book like the first Hunger Games, that is a tournament arc is what it is. And then the next books are subsequently like a series that is stretched out over 2 books. Like it's like in a TV show when you have one episode that's entirely self-contained and then the next 2 episodes have like a story arc over both of them. Like for some reason that throws me off. I'm like, why?
So you don't like crime shows?
Well, I like if each episode, like let's say Hunger Games did 3 self-contained, I guess the second one's kind of self-contained, like tournament arc, and then like 3 self-contained stories with an overarching plotline here. But I found like the second and third ended up becoming like one whole book. Like in each Harry Potter book, for example, back to Harry Potter, like the first one is about the Philosopher's Stone, the second one is about the
Chamber Secrets.
Like they all have their each self-contained thing. Like I feel like you either have to pick it, for me to like a story. You either have to pick whether it's going to be episodic with like an overarching storyline or just an overarching storyline. But when it becomes that the first one's episodic and then the next 3 or 4 are an overarching storyline, I'm like, you set up one thing and then did something totally different, and then I like didn't expect it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, on that, I also don't like books that have like an an overarching storyline, but each book doesn't tie up ends, and like they basically trail on. I'm like, no, I finished the book. I should have like a conclusion of some kind. Yeah. I really hate books where they're like, and the war was only just about to begin. I'm like, no, I've read the book. Give me a war. Like, I'm not going to just keep reading until there's eventually a war, or I'm just going to skip the first 6 and go to the end.
I don't know. I think I'm okay with it being like that, but other issues in the book have to be tied up. So like, I can't reach the end of the book and nothing is resolved. You know, like something has to be resolved, and that could be like the self-contained thing that like Keelan wants. And then if there's an overarching plot, that's fine, because I feel like that's more in genre fiction, whereas in romance, which I read a lot during the school year because it's like I can digest it really quickly. Because they're mostly the same, but it's more just like I need to, like, I don't have the brain space to write or do homework, so like let me read a romance novel type of thing. Like those are mostly defensive series. It's like different couples all individually, so everything is self-contained and there is no overarching plot really.
I guess it's just with like Hunger Games in particular, you got set up in the first book and there was this tournament arc and it was self-contained, and there was stuff that could continue on, sure, but then in the second book they set it up again just like that, and then it totally switched, right? And so I think that like threw me off anyway. And then it totally switched. Like you thought there was going to be another tournament arc, and anyway. And then they were like, no, we're going to this rebellion. Anyway, that's just like,
I feel like it's the Hunger Games and you only get 2 tournaments and you just kind of feel like a little weird.
Well, I feel like it would have had to switch up somehow, but it felt like the first book was very structured one way, and then the subsequent books were not structured that way. And so when I read the subsequent books, I was like, this is not what I expected. Anyway, that's just my piece on the Hunger Games, because who was talking about the Hunger Games? I don't even remember.
I brought up Hunger Games and diverted.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't have an opinion about just one that was like weird.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like I didn't enjoy the other 2. It's just that they weren't as enjoyable as the first because I expected something after the first and then didn't get that. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Laura Dreams Big says, I actually don't like Lord of the Rings. Love the movies, though, and absolutely love the Hobbit books and movies, but the books are just too boring for me. I love the Hobbit book, too, and I will say, also, unpopular opinion, I agree that I like the Lord of the Rings movies better than the books.
I think I can agree on that on the basis of one thing that I really struggle with, and this is sort of why I don't read a lot of fantasy, is basically what we were saying about how we never remember anyone's names. I do that with books as well. So like anything I write will always ever have about 3 characters, because that's all I can keep on top of in my head. And then the second I pick up a fantasy where there's like names I've never heard of and foods I don't know and places I don't know, I instantly get like so forgetful. So I started reading Lord of the Rings, and the books are like this big and just full of things I don't know. I'm like, I just forgot what was happening halfway through. So,
I was going to read them like last year because my then boyfriend like gave me his old copies, and I was like going to read it, but I just was like, I don't like these types of books. Like I really wish I did, but like I have a similar thing where it's like reading it is just a slog. Like that's maybe the only book that like would take me multiple days. Type of book that would take me multiple days to read. And like I haven't seen the movie, so I can't weigh in on that either. But it's like I don't live in a very fantasy heavy family. Like if anything, my family's obsessed with Star Trek, which is fine.
You haven't seen Lord of the Rings and you prefer Star Trek to Star Wars. Can I leave?
I don't prefer either. There are a lot of fandoms in my family that like it was their thing. Like same with Star Wars. Like Star Wars and Star Trek, and they somehow peacefully coexist in my family. But then I'm the one who introduced all my cousins to Hunger Games, Divergent, and other other things.
They peacefully exist within our family. Star Wars. That was like the best line. We peacefully exist together in harmony. The Star Trek lovers and the Star Wars lovers. It took a while, but we're there. That's in unison. All right. I asked everybody how long we wanted to go for our next sprint in the chat, but I just kind of was a bit of a dictator there and said 10 minutes because I gotta go.
Okay.
But I see a whole bunch of comments here. Oh, wait, we already got to that one. Autumn is here. Hello, Autumn. Welcome.
Catching Fire was her favorite.
Okay. What question was asked? Oh, let me find it. It was like, what book are you scared of admitting you like or dislike?
Oh, yeah.
Really quickly, maybe we can each ring off the answer to this. This is very random, but do you guys have a chapter length that you would pretty much stick to, or does it always vary? My chapter lengths at my current they vary from project to project, but for some reason, they're always really consistent within the project. So I have one book and my chapter lengths are about 1,700 words. And then another book, my chapter lengths are literally 4,000. But they always are pretty consistent within the book. Not to say they don't vary, but like in general, I always hit the same rhythm. I don't know. What about you two?
Same as you, Keelan, but the way I calculate, like I have a word goal for each chapter, and the way I calculate that is I total divided by number of chapters.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's very maths. I'm very much one of these people where I'm like, oh, you can't put a word count on it. You know, the story will write the story. But in the same aspect, 2,500 for a chapter.
For me, like for my first trilogy, it was like around 2,000 words. And now for this one is like 2,000 to 4,000 words per chapter. And like, I'm okay with that being different because there are certain times where I'm just like, I can't break this.
You can't just end. It needs a little bit more.
I can't break this chapter into two because I'm constantly switching points of view. Yeah. And there are tendencies where I'm like, it has to be from this point of view. And it comes right after this other thing that also has to be from this point of view.
Yeah, it'll just happen naturally, but I don't think there's like a set length. Becca is here. The way I'm writing my series is with an overarching story, and each book ends on a win for different characters until the problem is resolved. Yeah, see, I like that. So there's like
that's good.
Yeah, there's like a contained story, and then there's like the overarching story. It just, again, back to the Hunger Games example. For me, it felt weird because it was the first book was a super contained story. Like there was like inklings that like there was an overarching thing going on, but it was very much, there's a tournament, this is how it ends, blah, blah, blah. And then the next book started that same way, and it just like went from there. Anyway, Becca, I think that's really cool. And to focus on like a different character kind of resolving something, that's a really cool approach. This is probably our last sprint, sorry. Unpopular opinion, Lord of the Rings is my go-to example of excellent writing and world building. I'm actually doing an experiment to see if I can write a world that encompassing. I agree that Tolkien's world building is insane. However, I still think that I like the movies more than the books. My chapters tend to be around 1K or a bit more, but I'm an underwriter. Don't know if that's considered too short. I don't think it's honestly what the story calls for. I don't think.
Absolutely.
There are famous writers who will have a chapter that's one word or one sentence.
Yeah.
Or we'll have a page that's just the title of a chapter and it's nothing. Like in
Twilight.
Yeah, well, it was New Moon, but yeah.
New Moon.
Where she's like really depressed for months and it's just Month name, month name, month name. Story resumes.
Yeah. My chapters go as long as they need to encompass my plot points. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Will that experiment last 2 decades as well? Like it was. That's funny. Thank you, because sometimes I feel like they're too short, but I don't want to add random filler. Yeah. Totally get that. I don't intend it to, but much like him, I can't predict what life will throw at me. This was in terms of length. Okay, and everybody, for the Quill, I know we've done this on this channel before, but I thought it was super, super fun when we did it on Spiller Quill before. And it's at the beginning of the Quill, you have to find us a fun writerly fact and post it in the comments. So we've done that one before, and you have to you can find a new one, or if you know one, post it in the comments. So that's what you have to do for the start of this film. Do you consider taking a while for it? Alone, the languages and stuff must be intense. Okay, this is for the world building. Yes, intend to take it on however long it requires. I don't think the author of Hunger Games thought it would become a series. Yeah, I think it was just a very good example of it. Becca, I agree. I think it's just a very good example of like traditional publishers don't want to take on books, or not that they don't want to take on books, but one of the things you always hear is like standalone with series potential. And I think this is like the biggest example of standalone with series potential.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Okay, cool. I think we're caught up. Sweet. All right, here we go. I definitely have already learned a lot. That's the fantasy world. How long have you been working for it already? All right, so we're caught up. I'm going to put the timer on for 10 minutes. We are going to do a 10-minute writing sprint to end everything off. And sorry, everybody, it is because I got to go. Dinner time here, right? So 10 minutes on the clock. Super stoked. And everybody who is doing the Quill, find us a fun writerly fact and share it in the comments. Pens at the ready, everybody. We are going to get started in 3, 2, 1. Happy writing. All right, everybody, that is time. How did everybody do on that sprint?
I only did like a little bit. I did that, but I couldn't stop thinking about when we were talking about fantasy and how I can never remember what anything is. So I've written like a joke fantasy piece.
Oh my gosh, yes.
And I didn't know what was going on anymore, so that's why it's only like that big. But yeah,
that's awesome. Can you read it to us?
If you want. So it's and like I said, it's a joke fantasy piece. Okay, so it says, "Mono ono bo bono," shouted the choo-choo boo from the top of the polyplinth. Chanting the familiar Bolibar was early for this time of year, but the choo-choo boo knew that they had much to do. The sizzle bangs were ripe and the omni-tubes needed pruning, so assuming the choo-choo blue flew to Machanabo in time for the avocado, then all should be fine.
That's amazing.
And that's literally how I feel when reading fantasy. I'm like, what?
Oh, that's so good. Just a whole bunch of random terms that it's like, what is going on?
And that's literally how I feel whenever I read fantasy. I feel like some fantasy writers sit there and just go, how do I confuse people? And just go, I tell you what, I'll write something and just change every noun to be like 5 times longer than it's meant to be.
Yeah.
So anyway, how'd everyone else do?
Well, I also did a quill, so should I share the fact?
Yeah, sure. So share the fact.
Okay. Okay. You can tell me if this doesn't count. The strange case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde was written in 6 days.
No way.
Like, obviously I don't know about editing, but it was written in 6 days.
I didn't know that.
That's pretty cool.
I also got a fact.
Yeah, you nicked my fact. Like literally as I was typing it, you posted it. And I was like,
oh, really? That's funny. Okay, wait. I'm going to jump down to the facts and start reading a few of them. Okay, so Kimberly, I think, posted the first one. Many lesser known or unpublished writers who blog claim word counts anywhere in the range of 500 to 3,000 words a day, with 1,000 being the average. A few writers claim to produce between 4,000 and 10,000 words per day. If I could write 10,000 words per day, I would be the happiest person.
I would be too.
Fully.
All right. Everybody's saying good luck to Adventures in Fantasy with the fantasy experiment. Okay, so this was mine, and I'm going to try and pronounce this, but the word mogigraphia means writer's cramp. Okay. I want to be able to do that. All hail productivity. I think that's for the 10,000 words a day. Yeah. Writers can also be called
polygraphia.
Polygraphia. Yeah. If you want to sound smart about it. I like it. Sorry, Jared, were you saying something?
No, I was just saying.
No, we were pronouncing the word.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know how to say that. Hate to leave, but I gotta head out. I also have to head out, so we are going to be quickly wrapping up. Everybody letting us know how they do. Sherry heated up supper. Alley Cat just got back. Sorry, Alley Cat. Everybody's saying hi. Ellie got 921 words. That's insane. Awesome.
What?
That sounds like Dr. Seuss, and it was amazing. It did.
That's what I was thinking.
Actually, yeah, I hadn't thought that.
Becca got a little over 100 words. Allie, if we do another spiller quill, I'm going to do both this time. How should I confuse people? Totally a question I will ask myself every time I write from now on.
Love that.
I love it. Thanks so much for the great stream and sprints. Well, the sprints were fun. I'm not with the technical difficulties, not so sure. No, but thank you, Eva, and thank you everybody else for coming. This has been so much fun, as per usual. just so everybody knows, there is a Discord group. I don't know if everybody here is a part of it or not, but there's a Discord group that we all chat in and plan writing stuff. So please feel free. It's linked in the description below. If I copied and pasted the description into this, because I'm not actually sure because I had to set up the stream so quickly, but I think it's there. So it's linked in the description box below. You're good. Been doing homework. Thanks. Thank you all for coming again so much. It was so much fun. And yeah, do you guys have anything to say before we head out? Anything you want to plug? Everybody's channel's linked in the description below, so go follow.
I just want to say thanks for having me. I've had a great time.
Yeah, thank you.
No problem. And this was both, oh my God, it was both of your first live streams.
Yeah.
Which is so exciting. How was it?
It was good.
It's really good, yeah. It's nice to be sort of like this end, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Like being able to have a conversation in real time.
Yeah, no, it's super fun. Also, thank you for dealing with my technical difficulties. I swear that doesn't normally happen. All right, thanks so much, everyone. It was super fun. Make sure to follow all of these lovely people linked in the description, and we will do this again soon. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.